Adam. Good morning, Mama. I know you're so tired from school, but we gotta go back to school today. Good morning. Adam. Hi, Mama. Good morning. Can I have a hug? Good morning. Oh, did you sleep good?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want? Yeah, Sissy's out there. Both of them are. You want to go say hi?
Hi.
Good morning!
Good morning!
Mommy has too much energy today. Mommy, I know I'll have
Can I put macaroni in my thermos, please?
That's a great idea. I'm glad we have macaroni. Okay, lunch making time. And I have a lunch video separate that I will show you guys when we get a week's worth of lunches.
Here you go, Mommy. You have a whole lot of macaroni left. So
cool.
It should be enough for...
Grab your thermos. Awesome. Ooh. I am tired this morning, as I am most mornings. It is 7:20. Gotta pack lunch real quick and get everyone to school. Everyone's at school. I only shed a few tears today. It wasn't as hot of a mess as yesterday, but she loves it. I'm like, you want to go back to school? She's like, yes. She ran in. She gave her teacher a hug. And my teacher was like, she did so good. She was telling me about her day, and she was like, the only time she even cried at all was during nap time, and then she fell asleep and she was fine. So I was trying to put on a brave face. She actually gave me a hug and a kiss today, and so I know she'll be okay. And then I just got in the car and had a few sad little tears, and then I'm done, hopefully for right now. So I'm going to the gym. I'm going to get some cardio in, and then if I'm not too sweaty, which depends on what kind of cardio I do, I may go run my errands. If I'm too sweaty, dang it, I should have brought another shirt. I didn't think about that. If I'm too sweaty, I'll go home, shower and everything, and then come back out and do my errands before I go pick them up later. Cardio done. I'm just sitting down, stretching. Ugh. My muscles hurt from snake pit yesterday, but it was a pretty good workout for just doing cardio. Not bad. God, they hurt. Okay, we went home, had breakfast, recharged a little bit. I took a body shower, changed, and got some, well, I had breakfast, and then we sat around and talked. I left the house at 1 to go run my errands. I have several hours, so I want to try couponing again today. I need to go to Chuck E. Cheese to drop off the deposit because I never did that last week. And then if I have time, I also would like to stop at Dollar Tree to get bags for the girls' birthday parties. I also need to go to Walmart to get goodies to go in the bags and candy, but that Walmart will be my very last thing because I'll probably go to Walmart later on in the week, so I can always pick it up then. Their party isn't until Sunday, so yeah, we'll just kind of play it by ear. I also need to stop by the post office, and so I'm doing Chuck E. Cheese first, then couponing, and then we'll kind of replay by there after that. But when I was leaving, I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to be going out right in the middle of lunch. Like, that's not going to work out. Did I miss my exit? No, I guess I didn't. Okay. I need to prepare myself, so I brought my water, which I always do, and then I also brought snacks. I bought 2 things of turkey pepperoni, 2 servings, which is 16 slices, so I brought 32 slices. I brought a mozzarella cheese stick, which I already ate, and then I brought my 100-calorie pack of pretzels. So that'll be good. When I get home, I can have some fruit or some more veggies. I can saute up something, and that'll be fine. And then for dinner, I'm doing chili tonight because it's low 80s here, so it's not super cold, but the rainy, nasty weather has felt like soup worthy, you know? So we're definitely having some chili tonight, but first, errands. And wish me luck on the couponing because I had to go watch a video. Andres was like, do you even remember how to coupon? I'm like, I'm going to have to get back into it. It has been months and months and months and months and months since I've couponed. I don't even remember, probably Christmas time around Christmas time, maybe New Year's, like somewhere around there, was the last time I couponed. So it's been a very long time, and I'm going to have to rebuild everything. But what prompted me to do this is we are on our very last tube of toothpaste. Isn't that crazy? Very last tube of toothpaste, and I opened up the last 2 packs of toilet paper that we had. We also just finished our last thing, or we're on our last thing of softener. So that prompted me, I was like, it's couponing time, so let's go. So one of my errands was Michael's. I needed to find some cardstock, and I don't know where else to get it for any cheaper. I'm looking for gold glitter cardstock for Tara. Wants these like fans, you know, because she's having a beach wedding, like fans. And on one side she wants gold glitter cardstock. I can probably get 2 fans out of this, maybe 3. If I made them smaller, I could do 4, but I don't know that she wants them smaller. So originally I was thinking about doing this one, but I feel like this is a little too yellow gold. I don't know where else to get it. So I'm kind of like, it's gonna be expensive like that though, doing it. Like, those are $2 a sheet. It's $1 a fan. That's not including everything else that needs to come on it. So anyway, I'm in the wedding section in the next aisle, and I found this really cute guest book thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I had that. Like, I wish I could find a pad with gold glitter, but this one doesn't even have gold. None of them. Ooh, that one does. But it has so many other colors like that. I wish I could find. Wait, baby's not happy. Okay, they have a whole bunch of new Happy Planner sticker books that I did not see last time. Like, I did not see these. Some of them are called minis. That's a productivity one. Fitness. Oh, this one's cute. This is called Tiny. It has a whole bunch of icons. Oh, cute. Oh, I like this one. This one's really cute.
September 15th, where kids will make fall puppets. Just $2 per project.
And they're 40% off right now too. So I don't know what the difference between these productivity is, because there's a couple different productivities, but I think I have enough of those. I think I have this one. I don't need that one. Here's a dedicated food one. I'm pretty sure that's not necessary. I got the mom one. I pulled that one out, and I want to look at the pregnancy and the squad goals. Not pregnant, just want to look at it. Don't mind the crease lines from my headband this morning, because my hair is still super clean. Even though I worked out today, I was like, I didn't really sweat. My hair didn't really sweat that much. And so when I put my headband in it, it made a line, which is why I had this other headband on, but this is squishing my head. So there's that. In case you're wondering where my shirt is from, it is from Target a long time ago. I've had it for a while. I've kind of gone up and down, and this is the first time in a while that it's fit normally. So, you know, there's that. I came home. Today's been crazy. Oh my gosh. I came home. I paid my Chuck E. Cheese deposit, but I had to go to 2 Chuck E. Cheese's because it was just a nightmare. I had a gift card, and only partial of the gift card would go on one, and then the other Chuck E. Cheese didn't have a gift card, so I had to go to the other Chuck E. Cheese to buy it, and it just was a whole mess. So anyway, went to 2 Chuck E. Cheeses as I'm holding the knife in the air, like. So after that Chuck E. Cheese, I was gonna go coupon, and I don't know, I think, oh, I was driving home. No, I was driving not home, to CVS, and I was like, ooh, I need to stop at Michael's, because I told you guys I needed to look for the stuff for Tara's wedding. So I picked up one sample because I wasn't exactly sure. She wanted, I'm trying to see how I can show you guys this without doing too much of the address. She wanted, this is like her theme, gold and turquoise. And this is not gold to me. This is more of like a champagne. So she told me you know, I had free reign on the fans. If I can remember, I'll post a picture here like for inspiration. And I knew I would be able to do them because I can cut them out with my Silhouette. I can print them out from my Silhouette software. I can create it. I just needed to find the gold backing. So this is the Recollection brand, and it's just the glitter cardstock. This one's 8.5 by 11. So I'm hoping I can cut this down the middle. Well, my Silhouette will cut it down the middle, and I can create 2 fans. And then essentially it'll have this side. I wonder if I could print on the other side. Probably not. This side on one side. No, I'm gonna need 2 sides for the fan. And then plain cardstock on the other with her. It's a really cute idea. I'd never really seen it before, but apparently it's huge right now, which is where she got the idea on Pinterest. But you put like where you're at, the date, Mr. and Mrs. blah blah blah, and then the bridal party. And so I told her I would create that for her, not a problem. So I wanted to go to Walmart to get cardstock because the cardstock at Michael's was on sale, but it was still $10 for 100 sheets. And for 100 sheets at Walmart, it's like $5.99 because that's where I typically buy mine from. So I know it's $5.99. So I wanted to go to Walmart instead of buying it. Wait, oh, hold on. Instead of buying it from Michael's. So we'll just, like I said, kind of play it by ear. I don't know. So I picked up one thing of gold paper to see if that's really what, like the color that I was looking for. And I texted to her and she said that was fine. So that makes me feel good. Now I just need to buy the rest of the stuff. She also wanted water bottle labels for these like packages that she's making for the guests. So I need to start working on that, which is also what I need for the, I need the cardstock for. So I kind of got held up at Michael's. I found some stickers, and then I was like, you know what? It was like 3:20. Let me run home really quickly and get the rest of this going. So that's what I'm doing. I am going to start dinner and let it simmer. I'm making chili, so I'm going to brown up the beef and let it simmer here for a little bit. And then right before I'm about to go get the girls, I'll leave like 20 or 30 minutes early and go coupon really quick, kind of on my way to go get them. I think that'll work out nicely. So today's been crazy, trying to multitask. Gotta wash my hands. I'm kind of glad I did come home though, because Andres checked the mail and I had some coupons in the mail. So I'm like, I maybe get some extra dollars off of something. And then what else do I need to do? Pretty much just, that's it. Just go pick up the girls and then coupon, go pick up the girls, come home. Dinner should be ready because once I have it simmering, I'm gonna stick it in the oven. And I'm using my Dutch oven. So once it's cooked, and I put the lid on, I can just stick it in the oven or leave it on the stove, but everything turned off. And it'll continue to simmer for a little while because this thing will stay hot for a while. So I think that'll help. The only thing I didn't do today was I did $2 Tuesday, which is already over for you guys, but if that's something that you're interested in, I'm going to start doing it every Tuesday. I'm going to list however many. Today I put 8 up there of just regular sticker sheets for $2. That way if there's something that you're interested in, you can get them on a discount for $2 Tuesday. So yeah, I'm trying to keep myself busy. Trying to make myself feel, I think, less guilty for having Autumn in school, because it's like all or nothing with her school. There's no part-time with her age. So because there's no part-time, she's either there every single day or she's not. And it's too hard with me going back to work around everybody else's schedule to make sure there's somebody home with her. Like Andres is not off at enough days to be home with her on the days that I go to work. So I'm trying to keep myself busy and get all my stuff done. That way when they're home at night and on the weekends, I can just spend time with them. Okay, here's my chili. Pretty easy. I browned up 2 pounds of ground beef, the extra lean. And then all I did was season it with a bunch of my regular stuff. Some salt, pepper, garlic powder, paprika, onion powder, taco seasoning, some parsley, and some organic no salt seasoning. I literally just dump it all in there. I don't measure a thing. I just dump it all in there. And then I use the red kidney beans, and I went ahead and rinsed those off. So I completely rinse them off and then toss them in. I don't like pat them dry or anything. I did 1 can of diced tomatoes, which you can see actually this is the fresh. I had a little bit of my fresh tomatoes left over, so I diced them up and tossed them in here. These little guys are the can of diced tomato with garlic and basil, and then 1 can of tomato sauce. And again, you could, I mean, if you have like a garden with tomatoes, you could totally do this all yourself, but I just use a can because I don't have a garden with tomatoes and I don't want to puree tomatoes. But this is, I had some grape tomatoes left over that needed to be used up before they went bad, so I just cut them in half and tossed them in here. And sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I will, if I have extra like grape tomatoes, I will chop them up and use my own tomatoes and then use tomato sauce. You can also use tomato paste if you want to use that, and I've used beef or chicken or vegetable broth with tomato paste and done that as well. So you know, the possibilities are endless. I'm just telling you how I've done it. So I dumped in the 1 can, and they were just small cans. Look, I can show you here. This was the dark red kidney beans, petite diced tomatoes with garlic and olive oil, and then 1 can of tomato sauce. That's all I used, and then those grape tomatoes and the 2 pounds of ground beef. Now for my vegetables, they were all frozen. I used regular corn, regular peas, and then the crinkle cut carrots, but they were all from the frozen section. And I kind of just like to see if it's too thin or thick once I mix it all together. And if it is too thin or thick, if it's too thick, I will add beef broth. If it's too thin, I will let it cook with the lid off of it so that some of the liquid can come off. This is more of like chili. This is like super thick. So I'm going to add some beef broth just to thin it out a little bit, because you could also make this into like a soupy consistency, but it probably won't get too much thinner than it is now. So I'm going to add in the rest of my beef broth, which is probably about half of this, so like 16 ounces, a couple of cups, and then just let it simmer away probably for about 30 minutes, and then I'll head out and go get the girls. That looks a lot better. I don't know if you guys can tell a difference. It's still thick, but it's on the thinner side, and I did use the rest of that beef broth. So like I said, I'm just going to put the lid on it, let this simmer for a little while, and then head out. Everyone's here!
Hi guys! I'm showing Maddie or Daddy.
Oh yeah, I meant children. Why? Daddy's at work. Autumn!
Mommy, did you know I made a little dog?
Did you have such a good day today?
Can I try? It's just a little one.
How was your second day of school?
Good.
Oh, Mama! I'm gonna miss all the words, Mommy. I guess we don't miss the whining and screaming. That worked out beautifully. I let it simmer for about 30 minutes, and then I turned off the heat. Like, I turned off the stove. I left, and I just left it covered, and I came back, and it's still piping hot. And of course, I didn't make it couponing because I was over here caught up in Floribama Shore, so I didn't make it. I didn't make it couponing, and now all of a sudden I was like, oh, I gotta go get the girls. So, come on, Beta. So we're home. We're gonna eat an early dinner because I forgot I work tomorrow, so I didn't edit today, and I was thinking, oh, I can do it. No big deal. Andres works tonight. I can do it when after the girls go down for bed. Oh, careful, you okay? And now I'm like, oh, I work tomorrow. I usually go down for bed with them, so I want to do an early dinner, so maybe I can try and edit while they're playing. Say hi, everybody.
Black?
You miss me?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a cracker.
Autumn had an awesome day today. She was so good.
We're all sitting down eating dinner.
Mommy, can I
Emmy's done. Maddie's almost done. Yeah, you can have a couple. You're all done, Mama?
I'm still.
Okay.
Just kidding. I have enough room.
For what?
I don't know.
I told them that I have a little surprise.
Love you, Mommy.
Love you.
Mommy?
You're the best mom ever.
Well, thank you.
Is this a surprise?
No, Jesus.
Why would it be Cheez-Its? Because Mom, if it was, Maddie, if Cheez-Its were a surprise, then Mommy
Look,
would
put
not
it on your
show
spoon.
them.
Put it on your spoon. Get your spoon. Not the cracker. There you go. Get some Papa. And then put the cracker on the spoon. Put the cracker on the spoon. Like this. There you go. Now eat it. See? Cracker hides all the veggies.
I'm still looking.
Okay, I told the girls they could have a little surprise. Little treat after dinner. Clearly somebody already opened these. But we're gonna get a couple. Well, there. Nobody open. Everyone's eyes better be closed. Close your eyes, Autumn. Close your eyes.
Really tight.
Close them, close them, close them, close them. Don't open.
It's alright.
Nobody open.
It's alright. I can't get it. Can we look now?
No. Nobody open, nobody open.
I'm not, I'm just keeping my eyes lightly.
Your eyes are supposed to be closed.
Okay, I'll just come around.
Look, Mommy.
Okay, go. Everyone look.
Thank you, Mommy.
It's just some cookies, nothing crazy. But they normally don't get sweet treats like that after dinner. So we usually do a reverse. She gets 4, she gets 3, she gets 2, depending on what we're having. Sometimes we do like 3, 2, 1 if it's a candy or something like that. But these are those things that I got in my HEB haul for free. So now I'm gonna get the kitchen cleaned up. I'm gonna try and go edit. You're welcome. Enjoy. No, mommy doesn't want one. Thank you though.
Do you want to at least try one?
No, thank you, baby. Appreciate it. I don't see you offering up your cookies.
Cookie?
Aw, thank you, mommy. But it's for you. You eat it. Thank you.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Daddy?
You're cleaning your room because it's a disaster. Okay. You're gonna say goodnight first? Okay. And Autumn.
Good night. See you tomorrow for Adam. Good night. See you tomorrow. Boop.
Cool. That doesn't look like cleaning.
I gotta pick up my so cool.
Uh-huh. She knows better. Okay, everybody's in bed and I just got done watching what felt like the most horrifying video about 9/11. And it really just puts so many things in perspective for me and everybody else all around the United States. Like, I can't even imagine the people that are grieving over this horrific, tragic event 17 years later, because the problem with losing somebody that you care about or that you knew, or just your fellow man in general, every September 11th we're reminded of it. There are posts all over Facebook, there are videos. Like, this video literally had people's, oh my god, like, it makes me choke up just thinking about it. It literally has people that were on the planes that were hijacked, voicemails that they left people, or voice messages that they left their loved ones saying that they love them, that they were on a plane that was hijacked. I cannot even imagine the sheer terror. I don't think I've ever seen a video. I've seen plenty of news coverage. So that was 17 years ago. I was a freshman in high school, and I remember it was right when we started doing like morning announcements on a TV, like an old school box TV, you know, one of those. Not like a flat screen or anything, but we used to have like a news team that were students from the school. They would report the news every morning. We would say the pledge. I was in freshman year of high school in Spanish class, and I remember them turning on the news in the morning just like they would every day, and normally they talked about school stuff and we said the Pledge of Allegiance and things like that. They didn't say the Texas Pledge back then. And I just remember them turning on the TV, and I didn't even know how significant the World Trade Center was back then. Like, I didn't even realize what was going on. That's how naive I was. I mean, it's just insane to me. That something was crawling on me as a hair. So I was 14, almost 15, and I had no idea how significant of an event this was and how it would impact so many people's lives. And of course, like everybody else, we followed it and everything, and it just is so crazy to me. Over the years, I've seen so many different news stories about the World Trade Center, about the plane crashing into. I've seen it from all different angles. I've seen testimonies, you know, from all kinds of stuff. I went to Ground Zero before it was actually the memorial that it is today. We went to see Ground Zero when it was like in construction, because my senior trip was to New York in 2000. It was in May of 2005. So I saw it. Like, I've seen it. I actually think it was Ground Zero when Trump was building his tower next to it, if I'm not mistaken. That's how long ago it was. It was just, you know, and even then, I still couldn't even appreciate it like I can appreciate it now. And this video broke my heart to hear, like, they incorporated, of course, some of the same footage, but it was more about the correspondence between, aircraft things, like how they were trying to talk to the planes, and how they were relaying signals to everywhere around the country about planes that were up in the air and all kinds of things. And it just is like, oh my gosh, I don't even know, I can't even fathom how something like that happened. And it's just insane. So if you or anybody you know, or even if none of you were affected by 9/11, or you're too young to know what I'm talking about, it's in a history book now. I know that for a fact because I've seen it. But my heart goes out to you guys. Everyone is in my thoughts and prayers. Like, I just can't even imagine going to sleep one day and waking up the next day, going about your daily routine, and just the sheer terror of all of that. It's just insane. And this, like I said, this video just completely put things into perspective for me. It really was not a good video to watch. Sometimes I feel like ignorance is bliss. Not in all situations, but because now this is all I'm going to think about, which is good. I think people should think about things like this and be more proactive and aware. And, you know, but just like a family aspect of it, it just, oh my gosh, breaks my heart. So anyway, now a video of a vein finder popped up. Totally my life. Okay, I'm waiting for the vlog to finish exporting. I edited. It's 8:15. The girls went down for bed. Oh, I said that already. Everyone's down for bed, and I'm just waiting for it to export. So I am going to go lay down because I have to wake up early in the morning. Early. And the rest will be home around 12. So hopefully he doesn't wake me up, because then I know I'm going to have a hard time falling asleep. But if I fall asleep early, which I've been watching Orange is the New Black, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy. Like, the entire last season I felt like was a flop. There were a few good moments in it, and so far I'm almost done with the second episode, and I'm not really that intrigued, which makes me so sad because I love Orange is the New Black. But we'll see. Maybe it gets better, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I want to finish Orange is the New Black so I can go back to Riverdale and go back to Wentworth, and I'm okay with my shows overlapping because I need some time to be able to watch all of them. So anyway, I'm going to call it a night. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Hope you enjoy.